Information Station, WTIM.
Welcome into the WTIM Information Station. My name is Tim Zalback. Time now for the WTIM Morning Show. Thank you so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust and Landmark of Taylorville. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook TV there. If you want to see Miss Linda Allen on the live stream today, she's the Executive Director of the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. How are you today, Miss Allen?
I'm great. It's a mouthful, isn't it?
Every time. One of these times, I'm going to get it out just without a hitch.
You could say GTCC, but then everyone would be like, what is that?
Everyone's going to try to
mystery.
figure out the acronym in their head.
Mystery Scooby-Doo. Every time you say it, I could just do this. And
we
then
can get so
nobody
close.
will hear it.
No
It'll
one
be
will
fine.
hear it. And those buttons, of course, from the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce banquet dinner.
Yes.
Which we will never forget.
Thank you, Larry.
Amazing. We got Linda Allen in the studio with us. Everything is going on in Taylorville, and we're nearing the end of summer here. Kiddos are back in school.
Isn't that wild?
It's wild. I had a teacher call into the Name That Tune contest and wished her good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Those teachers deserve the break, too. And I always feel bad for them when they have to go back, and it's a while to get into the grind, just like kids, but the groove is with us.
Yes. We're lucky to have these teachers, and they are back to work, especially with the kids. And you are always at work, Miss Allen.
Always
and
at work.
We just had this very cool job here with Caterpillar. Tell me about it.
It was really, really fun. We like to do things that are different and fun, and this was a community effort. Caterpillar had reached out to us. I think I talked about this before, about touching Taylorville. They might be a market that they haven't tapped into, and they're going to these surrounding communities, hoping to get people that want to come to work. So we opened our door, and we had a job fair. And it was quite fun. Yeah. They brought their team in. It was very professional. There was lots of spaces they could go in. Jessica Coleman is who I was working with originally. We put that out on Facebook. We were trying to figure out how to market that, and Facebook's a no-brainer. So we put that out there, and we did boost the post, and it was incredible. It got shared 190 times, and I was actually sweating. I'm going, oh my God, how many people are going to come? But the return that you get out of that, I think we had 15 total that came through, 13 interviewed, and then many after the fact. You can still sign up and apply. If you couldn't make it that day, this flyer is available. We have it on our Facebook page. You just go scan the QR code. It'll take you right to the website. You can fill it out online and start your process. It was really cool. I was pleased to do that. I hope to do that again. Yeah,
absolutely. 15 people. I'd say that's a good turnout.
That is a good turnout.
And it's a niche, more of a niche job. So
it really
people,
is.
That were interested definitely came out, and you said 13 got interviews, and that's what it's there for. It's a whole one-stop shop there, and that's really awesome. You can still visit your Facebook page to find that QR code.
Yes, it's in there somewhere, and I should probably try to get that out there again. But I have copies of these at the office too. We can email them to you, whatever you want. The job fairs, I think, that happened, they had one in Sullivan the day before. They were reaching out to all these other markets, and I can't remember where she said she was going the next day, but this is what they were doing that whole week, and it was fun. So I wish them luck. I'm glad 190 people didn't come, because that morning I had my daughter's car, and she had my car. And hers, I discovered, is excellent on gas, and I so didn't want to give that back. But I stuffed all these chairs that I had in my garage in her trunk, because I thought we have to have overflow seating, and I had 5. And I got up there and I put in it worked out perfectly. It was my own little reception area with a little seating area, and it was great.
Sounds like a
Pretty
great
good
day.
time.
That's really awesome. It's really cool to bring opportunities like that into town, and especially people that don't want to travel too far. It's not the furthest traveling.
Right, and that's the thing with all these surrounding communities. You're gonna be able to hit one of them somewhere.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Whatever's closest to you.
100%.
So it's just 30 miles up the road, right?
That's it. A nice employment over there at Caterpillar. You can still have a chance to do so on their Facebook page, the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. And let's move on, because we're getting close to Chili Fest here. We were talking about that's coming up, and you got some cool numbers to share with us today from last year that are just staggering.
Well, I think that this is interesting. So we always get volunteers at Chili Fest, and the chili tent is very happening. It's a busy place. They don't fool around in there. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of fun. Mr. Tim Gilbert was one of our chili cooks for many years, and he was excellent at, cooking the chili and doing the bean math at the same time. And then he wrote about it at night. And I thought it was so interesting that I always pull this out and I talk about it. So when we do cook chili at Chili Fest, it is our own recipe. Angelo's Catering, Angelo's Pizza, Angelo's everything. They are in the chili tent doing this, because guess why? Don Marcengo founded Chili Fest with 3 others, and he was in the chili tent, and he was Angelo. So it's kind of a tradition that carries through. So J.I., I will say, and I told you this, and there's so much chili that's made. He used the word blackout last year. He kept going. He doesn't remember it. But there was one year that we broke the ceiling, and it was both Saturday and Sunday. And it was 172. How did he say this? This was Tim Gilbert. He said, let's see here, 172 pounds of chili per batch per kettle. Okay. Times 18 batches. So we made 3,096 pounds of chili that weekend. And it equated to roughly 1.5 tons of chili right there on the Taylor Square. And that's how much was eaten too. It's crazy. It's crazy. We have our own recipe. We do use Bush's beans. So if you ever see cans of beans up there, it's because that's what we put in the chili. It's not Bush's chili. It's our own recipe. There's stuff out there. It's a whole process. Just stand there and watch and take it in. It's a whole learning process. But last year I had to learn the role of ice and water because we lost our Brian Reed, who was our significant ice and water man for years. He took a different position. So we had to learn that job to keep them in ice and water. I mean, you're hustling up and down golf courses. It's just a lot. It's a lot of fun. But yeah. So that's what we have going on October 7th and 8th. We have a little flyer that tells you when. Yesterday, we had 67 vendors signed up already.
Goodness.
I know. And we are really ahead of the game on that. Last year was amazing. We hope the weather is as great this year. We can't control it, but it's going to be a good chili fest again.
I swear last time you were here, you said the number of vendors, and it has increased since then. I mean, it was not 67.
No, every day it comes in. You're just like, whoa. And I can take them up until Elizabeth shuts me off. And I've said that. Yeah. Electricity spots, those fill up, she shuts me off. Once the vendor spots are done, she shuts me off, and then I have to turn people away. And I haven't had to do that in some years, but I'm not saying I hope to do that. No. I just get right to where we're comfortable.
It's a strangely good problem to have as you're starting to turn away because you filled up all your spots, and gosh, what an amazing event this has become. Is this the 38th annual?
38th annual. Yeah,
goodness.
So many people that have been involved in this since 86. You go back and you see the faces and the pictures, and I mean, it's crazy. And the 40th is coming up in 2 years. I've said that we have some neat surprises.
Some surprises for the 40th. Oh my goodness,
we'll probably make chili that year too. What do you think?
I'm thinking Chili's will be on the grounds there on the 40th. That would be really awesome. All right, so that's the 7th and 8th of October.
7th and 8th in October.
Mark your calendars if they are, and I'm sure they are if you're a Taylorville member here. And you got anything left for Chiliville?
Well, for Chili Fest, we are going to be hitting the square next week. We are going to go door to door to each business to find out who's going to be open, what their hours are, and if they want to reserve their space in front of their building. So it's what we devised to be able to control the map is they have the sidewalk. That's their right. We do not take the sidewalk. The streets is what we get the permit for. If they want to have a booth space out in front, we would like them to purchase the booth space off the sidewalk into the street. So then we can control our map and it's not utter chaos. It's $65 for the whole weekend. You're free to put a store up outside your store and have 2 stores.
Wow.
It's just incredible. So we'll be doing that next week and just look for us coming.
Little preview of the store before you go in the store. So I mean,
a sidewalk sale. Yeah. That actually was a huge deal back in 80s, 90s. And I think with the downtown being so busy right now, I'm sure it's going to be huge. Yeah. So there's going to be vendors, there's going to be stores, drinks, food, you name it.
Yeah, it's time for the stores to really pick up that opportunity and buy that space so they can have that sidewalk, but you encourage them to buy the street in front of their sidewalk as well, just so they're not covered up.
Right. And if you're open, we're not going to cover you up.
There you go.
We're going to do our best to make this good for everybody.
That's really
what we always do.
Yeah, they probably thank you for that, keeping their area more clean like that.
Well, and the thing is, even if you did pop a tent up in front of a store, people are still going to go in the store. But if you can't see that store, we shouldn't do that. Yeah. You should never do that. So we try never to do that. Sometimes it has happened, like if we didn't know you're open or I don't know, but we work together.
Learning more every year. This year, you're going to know which businesses are open and are ready for business on the Chili Fest Day. It sounds very exciting. Yeah, very exciting. We're going to take our first short little break here on the WTIM Morning Show. I got Linda Allen with the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. She's the executive director. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere for more with Linda Allen here on the WTIM Morning Show.
Your information station, WTIM.
Hi, Hi, this is Leah Steckemeyer with People's Bank and Trust, and I'm here to share information about our Save by Spending programs. Save by Spending Roundup, where we round up your debit card purchases to the next dollar and put that change in your savings account. Also, our Save by Spending Rewards program. You can earn cash back on all qualifying signature-based debit card purchases. Call 888-PBT-1954 and learn more about our Save by Spending programs. At People's Bank and Trust, we put you and your savings first. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Chip Flory here, inviting you to join the conversation as we tackle the current issues of agriculture every weekday morning at 10:06 on the Talk of Central Illinois, News Talk WTIM. I host AgriTalk, the nation's longest-running interview show dedicated to discussing agriculture issues with the newsmakers and include you in the conversation via our toll-free number. We're here weekdays mornings at 10:06. We are AgriTalk.
Rolling Meadows Senior Living in Taylorville invite you to make their home your home. Become part of the Rolling Meadows family. Applications for residency are now being accepted. Rolling Meadows offers seniors 62 and older a smoke-free facility with round-the-clock maintenance, controlled access, large kitchens with full-size appliances, on-site laundry facilities, complimentary Wi-Fi in common areas, and more. Call 217-287-2450 to schedule an appointment. Rolling Meadows is sponsored by Lutheran Social Services of Illinois and funded through the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and Federal Home Bank of Chicago. Rolling Meadows is an equal housing opportunity provider.
Farmers care for their land with the next generation in mind. To help growers with their conservation efforts, ADM now offers Regenerations. Regenerations provides cash payments and technical assistance for practices like cover crops and reduced tillage. Participation in Regenerations is easy, it's rewarding, and it's available now. To learn how Regenerations can help sustain your farm's legacy, contact your local ADM representative for details at 217-451-8399. That's 217-451-8399.
The WVUK Foundation invites you to their inaugural open house on Saturday, August 19th at 10 a.m., located at 2000 North 700 East Road, Shelby County, Assumption, Illinois. Enjoy a free lunch, wing shooting clinic with the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, presentation by founder Bob Wendling, and a short gun safety class. Register now by calling 217-753-7385 or go to www.waysidefarmfoundation.org. Everything is provided. Just bring a lawn chair. See you on Saturday, August 19th in rural Assumption.
Hi, this is Carrie Ostwick, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located at 601 North Webster Street in Taylorville. To find out all the services we provide, click our icon on the obituaries page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
I'm Kim Bourne, CEO of Taylorville Memorial Hospital, and we're hiring experienced nurses to join our great team. Learn more by clicking on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back into the WTIM information station. My name is Tim Zalbak. This is the WTIM morning show. Thank you so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust and Landmark of Taylorville. I got Linda Allen with me. She's the executive director of the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. We talked about Chili Fest. We talked about a great job fair that came to Taylorville with Caterpillar. Still opportunity to get a job with them on the Facebook page of Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. Let's keep it moving here. We're some new members with the chamber. Tell me about that.
We do. We have a couple of new members. We had H&R Block reach out to us, and his name is Chad and Mobley, I believe. His name is really Robert, but reached out to us. He's trying to get the word out of their new location, and their location is not new. They've been out there for a while, but just seems like people don't know where H&R Block went. So now we can tell them. Mm-hmm. So they are out there in the strip mall by Walmart. 1514 West Springfield Road is their actual physical address. Same deal. H&R Block has a myriad of services they can offer. You can make an appointment. You can walk in come tax time. They're busy. They're actually going to be looking for full and part-time seasonal tax professionals. You can train. You can go back and do this every year. If you find that that's something you like, there's a job opportunity there for you. So they do anything from tax preparation, accounting, payroll services, IRS support, and investment services. There's nothing that they can't do. So give them a call at 824-4131. Get your taxes done professionally.
I definitely do not want to go at that.
No,
alone.
You never do. That's a bigger. You can't. No, you got to have backup.
Yeah.
All the time.
100%. Now you know where it's at. Is it 1415?
1514. 1514 West Springfield Road.
Okay.
824-4131.
Perfect. Right there at the strip mall.
Yeah.
Easier to say that.
Get your taxes done, then go to Walmart.
Sure.
Go to Scooters. Perfect. Go to whatever you want.
Absolutely. All right. So now we know where H&R Block is, and we want to hear about another kind of a new thing here. Is an event planning person here.
Yeah,
Talk to
an
me about
event
that.
planning person, coordinator, Miss Stephanie Brown. She's been going back and forth talking with us for a while on this. She has branched off on her own. She's got her thing going. It's called Your Forever Story. She's going to be doing event planning, event consultations, event management, weddings, parties. I mean, you need the tent. She'll take care of it, the food, all this stuff. She actually is very excited about doing this. She has some new things coming up in January that we're not going to talk about yet, but she'll be letting that loose. She has a website. It's a GoDaddy website. We talked about that yesterday, too, how expensive websites can be. And she just has a GoDaddy, and you can create that. You just got to know how to up your game. So it's Your Forever Story at GoDaddySites.com. I checked it out yesterday. It's a very nice website. She is very excited about doing this for people, so we want to welcome her and help promote her.
Very cool. I mean,
I'll get
people are
that
having events all the time. And
I haven't gotten a flyer made yet. All I have is the application, but I'll be working on that.
sure, that's going to be really fun there. And Stephanie, you said Stephanie Brown?
Stephanie Brown.
Very
yes.
cool.
And then I have her number too. It's 217-503-9687. You can check out that website. Forever your Forever Story at GoDaddySites.com. And anything, party planning, weddings, parties.
Will she travel anywhere kind of in the Christian County? Does she? She's
So-
mobile.
As these event planners do these things, they go all over the place. I remember Megan Dane when she first started, she was telling me the places that she'd go to, and you're just blown away. But you pack that, and she's done her events, and she pulls up with a trailer and unloads all the stuff, and they do it for you. That's the best part. Is if you don't have the time or you're not good at it, these people are there, and let them do it.
It's just out of your hands.
Sometimes at the end of the day,
At that
it
point.
costs the same as your time and your money and your effort putting this in, and then the quality of the product that you get at the end because a professional did it. You're better off.
Yeah.
So
One of those things you can see the difference
You do.
while the event's going on. You're like, oh, this was professionally done.
I did. I did that at our banquet
Yeah.
with Lori Cocaine when we were talking about like what we were going to do, and I saw the stuff she had, and then we just said, you know what, you do it, and we were just blown away. She did such a fabulous job. It was just, I don't know that I'll ever decorate again because I
It was a
don't know that I'm that
beautiful
good at it. Yeah.
It's discouraging to see that happen, right? God.
Undid all my years. I was like, God, I thought I was good at this, but no, if you have the opportunity to hire someone that does this do it.
There you go.
If you can do it.
Awesome. You want to read off her number one more time for people? that might
Yeah, it is 217-503-9687.
miss? Beautiful.
It
All
makes
right.
me always wonder if I'm seeing that right. But yeah,
Yeah, your brain wants to play tricks on you when you read off those phone numbers.
it's
I
like
know
the
that.
pressure.
And yeah, we're running close to the end. The time always goes by fast. Let's
It
talk a
does.
little bit about that drive-through
Let's do that.
fundraiser.
So we have this fantastic little flyer, Miss April Wolf. I had her here. She's really good. She made this for us. But we are doing something different we do quarterly ones, drive-through dinners. We decided to price this so that it's affordable to parents who have just put their kids back in school and have spent all that money, and you know that their schedule is crazy busy. Games are starting, everything. So on August 31st, we're going to be doing a drive-through fried chicken dinner. It's going to be catered by Angela's. We're trying something new. We talked about the price point advantage and how we can make it affordable. You know, everyone does the drive-through pork tenderloin, blah, blah, blah. But I like fried chicken. Palomino Club has fried chicken. It was just so we came up with this, and you can get these tickets. They're available at the office. We have board members that have them out there. You can stop by. You can do the QR code thing again. Does everyone know how to do a QR code now?
I don't want to assume that we do know how to do QR codes.
So if you take your camera on your phone and you point it at this, it's going to open up the website. You click it. It's if it's a smartphone, it's going to take you right to the job forms where you fill in the information. You do it, and it's going to give you confirmation of their purchases, and then we know you're coming. And it gives us a food count.
There you go. Perfect. It's like magic. This
It is
QR code
magic.
stuff.
It's magic.
I don't want to get into the technological part of that, but yeah, just scan it with your camera and it'll take you right to the website.
It will.
And everywhere you need to go will be right there. That's
But you can
perfect.
still come see me.
Awesome.
We're
Of course.
still there. We're
Of
people
course.
in the office.
Any chance to get to see Miss Allen?
I know.
That would be a
That's-
pleasure. Linda, thank you so much for being here with us. We're out
Thank
of
you for
time.
having me.
Absolutely.
Can I hit it again?
One more time.
Okay.
Applause for the interview. Amazing.
Okay. Thank you.
That was Linda Allen, the executive director with the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce. This has been the WTIM Morning Show. Thank you all for listening.
Your information station, WTIM.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.